Episode 5 of the MLB The Show 25 Fantasy Draft franchise. We are here in May. The team is 28 and 21, second in the division. Not ideal. We are... Where's the standings? There it is. We are, however, a half game up for the first wildcard spot. We're going to be facing the Angels this episode, who are 2 games behind us. Facing the division rivals, using our number 3 pitcher, Yasai Kikuchi, facing Eric Fetty. I think that's how it's pronounced. I could be wrong. Fast play, no quick counts per usual. Kikuchi's been cold. Team looking good. I didn't actually look at the stats, but energy's looking good. Birdie batting 263. Profar's only batting 237, but he does have 9 homers. Rodriguez 275 with 10 homers. Soler 222 with 7 home runs. Casas 277 with 11 home runs. Move him up to the 4 spot. Jhonkensy, Noel all for 172, 3 home runs. Shea Langoliers 219, 4 home runs. Luis Angel Acuna 231 with 6 home runs. That's surprising. IKF with 261, 3 home runs. Off the bench, everyone's looking rough. Skip, keep Acuna in. They have Christian Yelich, they have Rafael Devers, they have Ketel Marte. Alright, so that's gonna be fun.
Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Athletics.
Alright, Kikuchi.
So in now for the Angels.
Anthony Volpe leading off.
Not close with that one. And we are underway in game 1 of
Ooh,
the series.
would like to start the game with the first pitch strike, but instead we're starting the game off with a 2-0 count.
And there's a strike.
There we go, we get it out to start the game. That's what matters, really.
One up, one down. And next for LA, TJ Friedl.
TJ Friedl up.
And there's a strike.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Next offer, he's in for a strike.
Alright, let's try a 12-6 curve here. Not able to get him swinging at that one. Let's try a slider.
Gets a piece there.
Fouls it off. Caught a lot more of the plate than I would have liked.
Good job to fight that.
Got him chasing the fastball. Well, I guess it was in the zone. Got him swinging at the fastball. 3-2 count here. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming.
Keeps the at-bat going with a
TJ Friedl is absolutely battling here. He is impossible to get out. Circle change? No. Fastball, he's fouled off like 5 of them in a row. And he finally walks on the slider. That sucks. I did not want a runner on for Christian Yelich. But unfortunately, TJ Friedl is the play vision and play discipline of Joey Votto. That was strike 2 ump. And IKF not able to field that one. Oh man, a walk and then a ground ball single to the shortstop. That blows. Alright, let's see if we can get Devers out here.
Exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
And it skips into there.
Come on, Kikuchi. You're facing lefties here. You should be doing well, lefty-lefty. 23 pitches already this inning as he gets out number 2 at long last.
And that one fouled off. High fly ball.
This is shaping up to be a very short outing for Kikuchi. Strike 3, gets out of the jam, but man, damn near 30 pitches in the inning.
Here's the third baseman,
John Birdie. Ball 1. Okay, it is pronounced Fetty.
And they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Chase that one. Oh no, it's in the zone. Okay. Alright, ball 2. Is he really just gonna like throw exclusively sweepers this game? If he is, we are beyond fucked as he throws a sinker there for strike 3. But yeah, if a pitcher is just deciding that they're gonna throw nearly exclusively sweepers, I'm fucked. I cannot read sweepers.
great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
One down, base is empty.
Oh my god, late on the circle change there.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
Oh my god, Eric Fetty. Give this man the Cy Young Award.
Recently taking home Player of the Month honors.
Oh my lord. Give this man at the Cy Young. He is untouchable.
Impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
I didn't look and see what Eric Fetty's overall is, but he's playing like a freaking 99 overall right now in the first inning.
Take some notes from the dugout when you get your
I was doing better versus Paul Skeens than I am versus him. Unless I'm misremembering the Paul Skeens episode. I don't know, I recorded that one 3 weeks ago. There we go. Keep battling, Rodriguez. That was a picture-perfect cutter. Thanks for spoiling it. And that fucking sweeper. And I guess my controller just decided to DC for no reason, so it probably died. Is this the charger? No, this is my PlayStation 3 charger. I think this is it. No, not home. For the love of God, thank you.
Top of the second, now it's Nick Senzel. That's a strike.
All right, Nick Senzel.
Senzel matched a homer in his last game. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. And it's through.
And Luis Angel Acuna doesn't field that one.
Good two-strike hitting right there.
Yikes. If you watch my Angels franchise, you'll know that Kikuchi had a phenomenal opening day for me in that series. Unfortunately, here in this series, apparently Kikuchi is the worst player in the world. Strike, or not strike, got him at the dish. Kikuchi not able to get anybody out. You could probably throw a little leaguer up there and he'd probably manage to give up a hit. Colton Cows are up. Strike 3, thank you. This is a lefty field lineup. You would think my left-handed starting pitcher would be able to do well as a pitch blatantly in the strike zone is called ball 1. As if I'm not having a bad enough start, the umpire is just going to decide to not call pitches strikes. And that is a 3-1 count on a foul ball and 2 pitches in the zone and 1 pitch out of the zone. Both the slider low and the slider high could not have been any more in the strike zone. They weren't even borderline. They were just strikes, not called strikes. Casas makes hard contact. That's going to drop. Unfortunately for me, it's Tristan Casas with his 1 speed, so that's just going to be a single. Alright, Soler.
0 for 4 in the loss yesterday. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Nobody out, runner at first.
198 career home runs for Soler.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And a swing and a miss. 1 ball.
God. Fetty is just pitching phenomenally here to start this game. He's not leaving many pitches out over the plate so far through the first 5 batters. Thank you. I'm glad the calls are going to go both ways, it looks like. As that was a pitch very much in the strike zone, not called a strike.
The other way. Off balance speed, there's 1 and 2.
Fielder's choice. What? Yeah, I'm challenging that one. I was clearly safe. Like, that wasn't even close at first base.
And now it's going to be Jhonkensy Noel. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
His cutter moves so much, and I keep expecting it to be faster.
Check swing. He went
Are you
to
shitting me?
It's a strike.
What's the point of doing a check swing if it's a swing 100% of the time?
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And ball one.
Jhonkensy Noel.
The next offering misses. 2 balls.
It's
2
someone who I might
strikes.
look at trading. There's no reason to be betting this awful. At this point in the...
Hammers
Never
it
mind.
deep left field and forget it.
Jhonkensy Noel, as I'm talking about trading him, blasts a no-doubt 2-run home run to give us the lead. Alright, Jhonkensy, I guess you're safe for another month.
Season, and that gives them a lead. It's 2-0. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers.
0-1.
Still only 1 out here in the inning.
Alright, Shea Langoliers.
Outside. And it's a ball and a strike. Langoliers launched a homer in his most recent game.
Langoliers makes solid contact, but it's line out right to the second baseman.
Rookie second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
Alright, Luis Angel Acuna.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. In the air on the
As he
infield.
pops that one up, that's going to be out number 3.
Makes
But Jhonkensy Noel's 2-run home run gives us the early lead.
top half of the 3rd inning, digging in, Anthony Volpe. Splits
Anthony
the plate,
Volpe.
0-1.
40 pitches through 2 innings for Kikuchi, by the way.
Some runs across. This is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back.
Alright, let's hope we can get Friedel out on less than 100 pitches this time. Thank you for that call, umpire.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
It was late on that fastball. Just keep going with the high heat.
Foul ball, it stays.
Late on that one again. Let's try getting him with a slider low and away.
And he can't come up with it.
Really, Birdie?
Fires to first, and the throw is late. Missed opportunity there thanks to the miss.
E5. Our defense has been so bad. So bad.
Comes to the plate for the second
I feel like
time.
every game we make an error.
Back-to-back sliders, now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
12-6 curve. He somehow lays off that one.
Next pitch
And he
is out.
somehow lays off that one too, man. Got him on the fastball inside though. Thank you.
Rafael Devers up to hit.
Rafael Devers.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. Going
0-1.
and strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Strike 3. 3 straight low and away sliders.
Time today. Bottom of the inning.
Alright, Isaiah Kiner Falefa leading things off for us.
Fetty back to work. On the ground. And that's just foul. Next off.
There we go, ball 1. Come on, IKF.
Gets under and pops it up. Marte. He's got it. And there's one down. So
Alright, John Birdie.
it's over. John Birdie at the plate.
Need to do something to make up for that error, Birdie. Popping out is not it.
Volpe. He makes the grab. Out number 2. 2 out, space is empty. Digging in is this.
Alright, Jerks and Profar up.
Jerks and Profar. Struck out swinging his first time.
Profar lasers that one, but foul.
Foul ball.
Profar only averages 10 home runs a season. Didn't realize that.
Ball 1.
Given, I don't remember him being much of a power hitter. I remember being him more of a speedster when he came up to the majors.
Foul ball. 2 out, space is empty.
But apparently now he's a decent home run hitter and he's absurdly slow according to these ratings.
Outside low.
Alright, 2-2 count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, drop, no.
That'll do it.
Out number 3.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second base.
All right, Ketel Marte up.
That one fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Strike 3.
And that's 3 straight strikes.
6 strikeouts now for Kikuchi.
And first offering is fouled off.
Hopefully Kikuchi is settled in now, as another pitch in the strike zone not called a strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after
I would like to get 6 innings out of Kikuchi if possible.
should be lined up.
And wow, another pitch in the strike zone not called a strike.
2 away as he takes a ball.
Story of the game so far. Umpire is really squeezing us. He was late on the curve, so I'm going to try another heater. Strike 3, thank you. 5 straight strikeouts for him now.
And we're back, ready to go, bottom 4. And here is Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez, hanging sweeper. I timed up, but it's a routine fly out right to the right fielder.
Sit in for the out. Tristan
All right, Casas.
now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled.
Early, yep, I was early on that one.
Base is empty, 1 away.
Tied for 6th in the AL with 11 home runs thus far.
That's down and in. Swing and a miss.
Late, just a little late on that one. Definitely didn't deserve to be a complete whiff, but that's just how it is.
You're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And now it's even up.
2-2 count now. That one's hit up to right to the second baseman though.
Now 2 away. 2 down.
Soler up.
Base is empty. Now the A's designated hitter, Jorge Soler. That's it.
Ball 1.
Soler, in his 11th season, 33 years old. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment. And another ball.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield. Gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see
3-0 count here to Soler.
in a rhythm, not playing defense.
Unless it's absolutely served up on a platter, I'm taking. That was served up on a platter, but I was early on it. That was also served up on a platter, but I was just a little early on it.
2 down, nobody on.
That was a good sweeper there. Strike 3. I got back-to-back really hittable pitches, but couldn't do anything with it.
In the air, left side, Profar.
Profar
Makes the
right there for the out. Out number 1 here in the 5th.
Ryan Clifford, the next to hit for the Angels. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Fouled off to the right. Just missed.
Just missed there. Looks like I'm probably not going to get 6 out of Kikuchi. I'm probably going to have to pull him after this inning and hand it over to the bullpen.
I don't think he'll let the
His energy's getting low.
And a couple of quick outs. Anthony Volpe, the next to hit for the Angels. Pitches in there. It's 0-1. The Angels trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. This ball's chopped to the ground. But it kicks foul. Battling here as he fouls
Volpe
away.
battling. Let's try a slider here.
On the ground to
Volpe
third.
is just not going to stop battling. Curve.
Pitches outside.
Ball 1. There we go. Strike 3 looking on the fastball.
And good work there.
Kikuchi, really rough first 2 innings, but really settled in after that for the next 3. Go ahead and warm up Sam Moll. Schedule to put him in the game.
To go for the last half of the inning. And the batter
Jhonkensy Noel.
Jhonkensy Noel. Swing and a miss.
God, that sweeper.
0-1's the count.
And it's foul away.
God, I was still early on that one. I felt like I waited so long.
we'll see another.
Jhonkensy Noel gets a hold of another one. That's lined down the left field line. That should be an easy stand-up double.
And he's into second with nobody out.
A home run and a double so far for Jhonkensy Noel. Leadoff double. Can we take advantage of it and score another run? Langoliers up.
Next. And that's outside.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good.
Ooh, early on the cutter. That was a good pitch to hit too.
He can score on that base hit.
Timed it up well. Just didn't do anything with it. Taps it foul.
The 1-2. That one missed.
Alright, 2-2 count now to Langoliers.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
There we go. At least it advances the runner over to third. That's bare minimum what I wanted out of Langoliers. Now bare minimum I want out of Acuna as a sacrifice fly. That was a cutter right down Broadway too, man. Sweeper, very early. Come on, Acuna. Only 43 clutch. Ground ball to short. That will give us the 3-0 lead. RBI ground out. Productive out for Acuna. Productive out for Langoliers. That's going to be it for Fetty. Penn Murphy coming in now. Penn Murphy is definitely someone who I will struggle with. As Isaiah kind of fluff a sinker right down the middle, timed up well. It's a shallow fly out. Bring in Sam Mole here.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Sam Mole.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bat.
All right, let's try this sweeper here on 2 strikes. Got him swinging.
And it's a strikeout. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. The Athletics leading by 3.
Ooh, just barely misses on that one. Got him swinging 1 out of the zone that time, but he fouls it off. And got him swinging 1 out of the zone, but he fouls it off. And he takes another one that's just barely out of the zone. But we get him out.
And they do get the 2nd out of the inning. With the shift on, hits right into it.
1-2-3 inning for Sam Mole here in the 6th. Love to see it. Go ahead and warm up Kirby Yates. Scheduled to put him in the game for the what, the 7th? Yeah, the 7th.
Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, John Birdie. And ball 1.
That slurves way out of the zone. Easy take for ball 1. Ball 2.
And no strikes. And that one
Fastball right down Broadway, but it's just a shallow fly out.
makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Jerks and Profar up now.
0 for 2 in this one. Profar gets a piece there. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th.
And he hits it right to the second baseman. Fastball right down the middle. Timed it up. Doing nothing. Again, story of the game. Story of the franchise mode. Story of this game, really. And by this game, I mean MLB The Show 25, not this Angels versus A's game. If you play on timing, you know the struggle. You're going to time pitches up perfectly, and they're not going to do anything with it 99% of the time. Way late on that hanging slurve.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Just a little early on that slurve. That one, again, caught a lot of the zone.
2 outs. Fouls
Early on that one.
And we'll do it again.
And strike 3 on a good slurve there. Yes, I still want to bring in Kirby Yates.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kirby Yates.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
1-1.
Alright, let's throw a good splitter here, Kirby.
Comes
Got him
back.
swinging at the good splitter in the dirt.
On to first, in time to get him. One away in the strikeout. So in now for the Angels, Nick Senzel.
Senzel, routine flyout right to Julio Rodriguez.
He's got
2
it.
quick outs here for Kirby Yates.
2 outs, base is empty. It'll bring up JT Real Muto. In there, and it's 0-1.
That was a really bad splitter.
37 years young. And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Hawaii.
And strike 3. Great inning for Kirby Yates there.
Bottom of the
They bring in Austin Adams. I warm up Chris Martin. They have lefties due up, though. I don't have another lefty in the bullpen.
And now, Tristan Casas.
Alright, Tristan Casas up here. Slider and a couple fastballs. 4-seam, 2-seam. Take that one for ball 1. Ooh, that was a slider.
1-1.
That one
There we go, 2-1 count.
2-1.
I'm comfortable with the 3-run lead. I like our bullpen a lot.
Breaking ball 3.
That was a really good slider.
Just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond.
Timed up that fastball, but he couldn't even hit it foul.
Easy one to throw either.
Jorge Soler makes solid contact on that slider.
Lynch moving back.
High, deep, but it's going to be caught at the wall.
Room, and he makes the catch. 2 down, base.
Jhonkensy Noel up now. He had a home run through the 6-mile-an-hour wind blowing in earlier. He has a double.
Swings and misses.
He times up that one perfectly, but whiffs on it.
Great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Pitch misses. And it's 1-1.
Right, 1-1 count here.
To the bottom of the 7th.
2-1 count. Three and 1 count here to Jhonkensy.
And that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good distance.
There's
He
a
hits
swing.
that one solid. Is that going to be another double? It is. It's going to drop and bounce over the wall for a ground rule double.
That's it.
A home run and 2 doubles on the game for Jhonkensy Noel.
Shea Langoliers.
All right, Langoliers. Now would be a good time for you to break through with your first hit of the game.
Swings through
Chased
that
one.
for strike 1.
0-1.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Slider right down the middle. Timed it up well. He just whiffs on it. I hate to see that.
Can't lay off of it.
1 ball.
Next offering way off the plate.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just a wasted pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a follow.
Right, 2-2 count now to Langoliers after 2 really bad 2-strike pitches.
The A is looking to add another.
God, that hanging slider down the middle that he whiffed on, and that was the pitch this at bat. Another hanging slider in that at bat that he missed. Just completely whiffed.
Back and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Chris
All right, Chris Martin, lock things down here in the 8th.
And that's been a struggle for him this season. They've been seeing him pretty well and doing some damage against him.
knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Now let's try Cutter in on the hands here. Oh, he hit him.
Away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by
That
the
is
lead
unfortunate.
inning. And he grounds one back up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield.
Gets the ground ball with a runner on first, nobody out, but it squeaks through the infield.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony
Nice sinker there.
Ground ball right side. Acuna. There's
4, 6. No double play there. Volpe just a little too fast. Hit that one a little too slow.
Kill some worms while you're at it.
Friedel in the box now. Take strike one.
TJ Friedel, he's slow enough that he is definitely a double play candidate.
And we're in the top of the eighth.
3.
Snagged it first.
And I didn't realize that was a liner.
Get back coming up with Christian Yelich.
He definitely could have tagged out the runner at first easily there, though. Christian Yelich up.
Home for a called strike. Right side, hard hit.
And we get Yelich out one more time in the game. We will not have to deal with him again. It'll be 4, 5, 6 for them due up in the 9th, though, versus our closer, Cade Smith.
To the bottom of the eighth.
Luis Angel Acuna up now versus Luke Weaver, the new pitcher.
Acuna.
Perfect, but it's a ground ball right to the shortstop.
Throws to first. One up, one down.
Hate to see that. When I get perfect, I want to be rewarded for it.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
IKF up now.
And that
Ball one.
misses. And that's ball one. Weaver, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every
Ball
day.
2, and that was a really good fastball that we got the benefit of the doubt on.
Fouling off one of his pitches.
That one finds
It wasn't up on a platter. I wasn't going to swing on it.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Circle change early on it.
There's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk,
Ball 3, 3-2 count here to Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
too good to fail.
That was a really good pitch there. It froze me. Barely catches the zone.
Up next for the A's.
John Birdie up now.
3 in this.
Birdie 0 for 3.
Hit in the
And a knuckle curve right down the middle. Timed up well. Fly ball that the center field doesn't even have to move to catch.
And that's the inning.
The amount of pitches down the middle that I timed up that it just resulted in nothing is ridiculous.
Cade Smith.
And he's been racking up
All right, Cade Smith.
at a high rate this year. Typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
On the ground to third, Birdie.
Birdie, good defensive play there, making up for the error earlier in my opinion.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean
Patel Marte up now.
he delivered a good play right there.
Let's try to get him here with a good splitter. Oh man, I don't know how he made contact with that one. That was so far out of the zone.
That's two.
And then he takes that one.
Is ball one. And
Takes
now he's
another close, well, not even close, closer one than he swung at. And another foul.
Foul balls in this at bat so far.
Patel Marte is deciding to play spoiler this game. Or not this game, this at bat with a 5 trillion pitch at bat.
Even though there hasn't been a ball in
Luckily, he flies out to Jhonkensy Noel, 1 out away from a solid 3-0 win.
Nick Senzel. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth.
Nick Senzel, 0-2 count. Fly ball, right field. Noel camped underneath it. Out number 3, 3-0 win.
Pitching and defense.
a great start to this 4-game series.
Jhonkensy Noel has to be player of the game. 2 doubles and a home run. Yep, Jhonkensy Noel is in fact player of the game. He drove in 2 of the 3 runs. Luis Angel Acuna had his RBI ground out. Kikuchi, 3 hits in 5 innings, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk. He really settled in after having a really bad first 2 innings. I guess it was really the first inning that was just bad. Pick up the win there. And we are 1.5 back on the Astros now. That'll do it for this episode. We're holding the first wildcard spot. Hopefully we can maintain a playoff team.